Some who spoke at that town hall say you can't address guns without addressing mental illness. And after years of cuts to mental health programs, advocates say more money is desperately needed. WNCN's Michael Hyland joins us now in the studio to put it all in perspective. Michael?
Even though they think that money could end up saving people's lives, advocates are also concerned about how mental illness is portrayed in this debate over gun violence. In the wake of mass shootings and gun violence across the country, there have been calls for the country to better address issues with mental illness.
We're going to do more to help those suffering from mental illness get the help that they need.
President Obama laid out a series of executive actions this week aimed at curbing gun violence, but he also called on Congress to act. He wants $500 million in spending on mental health programs, which he spoke about during a town hall event Thursday.
Because every year we're losing 30,000 people to gun violence. 2/3 of those are actually suicides.
Nicole Karam is with the North Carolina chapter of the National Alliance on Mental Illness.
We believe that it could really help in some of the gaps that we have currently in our system for mental health care, especially in North Carolina.
According to Karam's organization, that included a 14% or $84 million cut in the most recent budget.
Consistently for the past 3 years, North Carolina has cut funding for mental health.
They just basically bypassed us.
Republican Senator Richard Burr is critical of the president's plans, particularly easing rules on sharing limited information from mental health records for background checks on gun purchases.
He asked governors to break the law because healthcare privacy is a federal statute, whether you're a doctor, a hospital, a practice.
In fact, people with mental illness are more likely to be a victim of a crime than a perpetrator of a crime.
Karam says she's hopeful Congress will back the spending on mental health treatment, but she's concerned about the misperceptions of people with mental illnesses.
People with mental illness are your neighbors, are your friends, are your colleagues. It's 1 in 5. That's 20%.
Some Republicans have criticized the president's idea on mental health spending, say they don't think that would be effective without reforming the system.
Well, Michael, that's $500 million. Do we know specifically where it would go if it were approved?
At this point, no. The White House put out a fact sheet about this, saying the goals include increasing the number of people who can be cared for at any given time and doing more hiring in the behavioral therapy field. But it's unclear how much money the president wants to go to particular programs or states.
All right, Michael Hyland reporting tonight. Michael, thank you.